Hey there guys, my name is Eunice. I have stage 3 kidney failure, seizures, and some side effects. I'm here to say that I am taking a big leap of faith. I was recently put in some medication. I think it's called sonecimide. I'll put a photo of it here. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty. I've been cleaning. This medication for me personally, it made me regress when it came to my mental health, if that makes sense. And I had learned or practiced all this on my brain to get it stabilized. And next thing you know, I take this medication and little by little, my brain starts to get scared. A lot of anxiety came through. I regressed with my mental state. And I was spiraling like crazy. And I didn't like that because this past year was all what I was doing. Getting my mental state back to where it was, be positive, be who I am in reality, finding myself. And I was losing myself again. Another thing that it was giving me so many body aches. It was really, really bad. And the worst part was that I think I was becoming, I don't know if I can say this word, anorexic. I'll put the word up here. Somehow, and I don't understand how, to be honest with you, every time I would eat, I would throw up. And it was constantly like that. I'm like, what is going on? And I am over here trying to be healthy and stuff, eat well for my body to be strong again. My body is becoming strong again, and I'm throwing it up. I sent a message to the doctor and they're like, yeah, we're gonna temper you off of this medication now. And then I said, okay, good. I'm so sorry for this mess, guys. Like some of the side effects, I put a photo of it here. Serious skin rashes that can cause death, serious allergic reactions that may affect different parts of the body, less sweating, increase your body temperature. I noticed that too when I would work out. I would be less sweaty, and look at me now, I'm sweating like crazy now that I'm off of it. Because I sweat a lot due to the water my body retains with my kidney failure. Serious eye problems. I did notice that when I was on it, I had to squint more. I still squint. I wear glasses and contacts. Prednisone gave me that side effect where I lost some eyesight. Suicidal thoughts, actions in some people. So I didn't get suicidal, which that's the good part, but I did notice that my mind would start saying really mean stuff to myself. Increased level of acid in your blood. Problems with your concentration, attention, memory, thinking, speech, and language. I saw all this. I couldn't concentrate. I didn't know what I was thinking. I didn't know what I was talking about sometimes. Concentrating was really hard. My speech, I would stutter a lot and slur a lot. Is that what it's called? Like not knowing how to say the word. I started to do that. And I still have trouble. Blood cell changes such as reduce and white blood count. And one of the sonefite can cause some other allergic reactions. Serious problems may affect different parts of the body such as liver, kidney, heart, and blood cells. You may or may not have a rash with these types of reactions. These reactions can be very serious and can cause death. Call your healthcare doctor right away if you have a fever, rash, swollen lymph node, swelling in your face, unusual bruising, bleeding, weakness, fatigue, yellow of the skin, and white part of your eyes. So I did notice that I was getting swollen again and stuff like that. So I called him immediately, and I had actually contacted my doctor. I put a screenshot here and be like, hey, is this good for me because I have kidney failure? Because that's one of the main things that it said with kidney failure. And then I noticed within a week my kidneys started to hurt. And I'm like, well, that's not good either, fuck. So I called them, and that's when they officially took me off. I'm like, I do not want this medication. And that was my last straw. And I said, you know what? I have a doctor's appointment up. We're going with the surgery. So I am officially trying to go into surgery for my brain due to my seizures. They got worse when I got into the medication, like I said, and I was actually getting tonic-clonic seizures. Tonic-clonic seizures I've had when I was little, when my body's shutting down. Now I just have focal seizures. But tonic-clonic seizures are the ones where you drop and you twitch. I haven't had those in a long time, guys. I haven't had those. I got one last year, the year before. Yes, the year before, because I was under a lot of stress. That's when I was going through my kidneys failing. And my uncle, unfortunately, was passing away, and I got a tonic-clonic seizure. I think it was just the amount of stress that I was on. And before that, it was in 2010. I don't have tonic-clonic seizures that often. It's just due to the amount of stress that I'm in. It's very, very rare for me to get that amount of stress, if that makes sense. And next thing you know, I would find myself on the floor. I would feel iffy. I'm like, something's going on, something's not right. And yeah, tonic-clonic. And the reason we found out it was tonic-clonic was one day I was talking to my boyfriend. He was on the side of the bed, I was on the other side of the bed, and my head was just hurting so much. So I have a weighted blanket and I put it over my head. Next thing you know, I just feel off, like really off. I just feel myself falling, and that's all I remember. Apparently what happened was he grabbed my hand before I fell, and then I woke up. He was calling 911. I could hear him, but that was me now coming back to myself. I tried to say I'm okay so that he wouldn't call 911. But my words wouldn't come out. My body was too weak. And then after that, I was able to say, I'm okay, I'm okay. He was looking for my medication. It's a medication they put up your nose so the seizure stops. But that was the first time he ever saw me with a tonic-clonic seizure, so I understand how scary that can get. Firefighters actually came, not the EMS, and they were talking about it. And at this time, I can only my body was weak, so I can only talk. And I said, I'm okay, I don't want to go. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to check this out? It's very serious. What happened? And I'm like, no, I'm diagnosed with seizures already. The seizure stopped already. I'm good. And they're like, why not? And I'm like, well, it's coming from my hippocampus area and my amygdala. I don't know if you guys know, but the hippocampus area is where you have memory. The amygdala is where you feel intense emotions like fear and anger. And I said, and I'm scared of surgery. So I don't really have another option than just to go with them. But then the tonic-clonic seizures continued, and I'm like, I am done with this. I am officially done with this. So I called my doctor. I'm like, I'm going with the surgery. We're taking the surgery. So today we're packing because I am about to be admitted to the hospital. The problem is that every time I get admitted, I believe I have a video where I am admitted in the hospital. I'm not sure. If I do, I'll pin it. But one thing that people don't understand is that you're living in real life. In real life, you have a lot of stress that comes around. Like, believe it or not, bubblegum is a little stressful because she's on her teenage stage. I'm teaching her how to behave well and do all this and that, right? And I go through problems here and there. And while you're in the hospital, it's kind of like a vacation, even though they come in like every hour to do blood work, give medicine and all that. But in a way, it's kind of like a vacation when it comes to like seizures and stuff like that, because they don't let you get out of bed. I need to get out of bed. And I'm literally just watching TV in bed. And then they give me shots so my blood can circulate through my body. If not, you can get blood clots. And I'm like, no, I need to be doing stuff. I need to stress my mind out so you guys like catch the seizures. So I might get in trouble for this. But my plan is for this couple of days that I have is to stress myself out a lot. I'm back on social media, so I am gonna be editing like crazy. I am gonna be sleep deprived. That also triggers my seizures. Sleep deprivation, stress, missed doses, and now apparently working out. Ever since I started taking the medication. So I have been working out, but I do notice I get seizures when I work out. So I'm gonna be doing all that days before I go in. So when I go in, I'm already having seizures. And then when I get there, I am gonna tell them I am not gonna be in bed. That's gonna be a vacation for me. If you wanna come here and visit me, they're watching you anyways. They have cameras on you at all times. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be editing. I'm gonna be stressing myself out so you guys can see. And I need you guys, last time, the only thing they did was make me do squats. I'm like, that is nothing for me. I need a full workout. So I'm gonna be like, we're gonna do a full workout here. And it doesn't have to be like a massive workout, at least like 30 minutes. I need to work out. But the problem is also if you sweat a lot, the little wires that you have, they get unstuck. And then when I work out, the highest my heart now, that I'm a lot better, it goes up to 180 or so. Once it's at 150, they tell you to stop. And I'm gonna be like, are we triggering this or not? So I'm coming in a little, what's the right word? Not strong. Confident, I guess. Is that the right word? I don't know. But I'm coming in a little confident and be like, this is how I'm gonna do it so we can trigger the seizures. We need to trigger the seizures. Because if we don't trigger them, then I don't get another procedure. And it goes more in depth and what kind of seizures you have, where do the seizures come from, instead of just that. Right now, I'm just diagnosed with focal seizures and tonic-clonic at the moment. But that gives you a little more precise information, and then from there we'll go on. There's 3 different types of surgeries. There's one surgery, the one that recommended me at first was that they go in and they put a laser on the scar that I have where my seizures come from. That one's the easiest one. There's another one where now they're saying that's the one they kind of recommend, is the one they go in and they take that little part out. But my thing is like, that's my hippocampus and my amygdala. Am I gonna forget things? Am I gonna make it? And then the other one is they put, I don't know if you guys seen the heart pacers that people have sometimes. They can do a pacer on the brain as well. So we're gonna see from there how it goes, and you're coming along with me. Right now I'm a pack, so come along. All right, hey guys, it's a whole different day because I've been really busy with my other social media platforms. But here I have laid out all the things I'm gonna wear, and I'll show you how it looks on me. It's gonna be very, very different in the hospital, and that's if I get to wear it, because sometimes they do make me wear gowns. I don't like gowns. I like being as comfortable as I can, especially because everything's open, and I don't like any of that. I mean, sometimes they let you have undergarments. Bottoms they always do, but if I can tell them I'm gonna wear my clothes and they'll let me, I'm gonna wear my clothes. Anyways, I have it all laid down here so you can see. I'm gonna be there 3 to 5 days, I believe, but if they catch something, I believe it's gonna be more. I'm not really sure, so I have more. Sometimes because I can't shower due to all the wiring, I take showers where I wipe myself down with wipes. So take a look and look how it looks on me without any wiring. All right, I always have a blanket. I don't like the hospital blankets or how they look. I'll make it as comfy as I can for me because I'm already going through much. I have a sweater and I have this plush that I like to sleep on. I don't like their pillows either. This, just a normal t-shirt, a sports bra, and joggers, just in case it's a little cold. They like to have things cold in the hospital, especially for me because I have kidney failure too, so that also happens. I have shorts and then I have a t-shirt. I have more shirts and a t-shirt, more shorts, sports bra, and a t-shirt. I always make sure I wear sports bra that don't have any wiring on whatsoever. Also, I usually like to say things that I'm not really going to honestly care about if they rip it or an emergency happens, because they do that. I have joggers again, and then I have a t-shirt and a sports bra. Over here, I have some, I don't like wearing the socks either. I have some socks that have the things at the bottom so you don't slip. I'm gonna take my bands to work out, and that's gonna be my bag. If you want to see how it looks on me without any wiring, stay tuned. The lightning is very bad, but like I said, sports bras that don't have any wiring on it whatsoever. And comfy joggers, and then a t-shirt. This is usually what I wear. I am gonna have like wiring all over me. And next outfit. This is another outfit. They're comfy, no wiring, like I said. That's what they look like. And my t-shirt. I honestly don't like having t-shirts that are that small because a lot of the doctors are males and it just feels kind of weird. But yeah, that's a t-shirt. My socks, it's just normal socks. And like I said, I'll have non-slip socks. So yeah, next outfit. All right, this is a next outfit that I would be wearing. One thing that it's really, really annoying, they have to put like the wiring of the, I'll put a photo here, but like the wiring of when they have a heart monitor on you, it goes down here and it goes out. And that is one of the most annoying things ever. And I don't know who's watching me through the cameras as well. So I use a t-shirt, and it's a little more annoying for me because I have to put it even over the shirt. But this is the shirt for this one. It's simple. Yeah. It's a simple shirt. And then if you're wondering what kind of shoes I'll be wearing, these are it. Something simple, something comfy. Other than that, I'll be on socks. Next outfit I have. I also kept forgetting to tell you where this is from. This is a gift. It says you're about to exceed the limit of my medication. It's hilarious. My boyfriend's mom gave that to me. And then my last outfit is this one. It's some joggers. They're from Victoria's Secret as well, pink. And then also these sports bras from Victoria's Secret. And this is my tank. Yes, I did used to work at LA Fitness. But yeah, this is pretty much being comfy so I can move and stuff. This shirt I got at LA Fitness, obviously. This is the mess I made, and now we're just gonna pack it up in pretty little bags. All right, so I put everything in bags. I usually have gallon bags, but I don't, so they're going in bags. The reason I have them like that is because if they're dirty, I just like putting it in a bag. and it's separate, and I can do laundry later. And then I usually carry an extra bag just in case it's needed. Doctors usually have these, but sometimes they're not at hand, so I usually put one there. Those are for fluids to come out of your mouth, if you know what I mean. I like wipes. I have a little toothbrush here with some toothpaste. Sometimes people that like to stay with me, they forget toothbrushes, so I'm putting that in there. Some Kleenexes, my toothbrush, my deodorant. There's gauzes for some reason, but I mean, that can help for something. Sometimes when they do blood work, I overbleed, but I'm cool with it. I'm more than happy to take that there. And then this is my toiletry stuff. I have my hairbrush, which I'm not gonna need because of what they're doing with me. I have hair conditioner, shampoo, body wash, this so I can do my hair and straighten it. Another deodorant, poopery. A hairspray to take off my makeup, over here as well. I also have to put my fake lashes on. Okay, I just put everything in there. And then I also have this so I can put extra lashes in there. I feel like I don't look normal anymore with my lashes. I'm pretty sure I messed up my lashes as well. And so I don't feel so sick in the hospital. I hate feeling sick, or maybe it's just trauma, but yeah. So this is my toiletry bag. I was gonna grab my loofah, but I don't think I need it. Because I'm just gonna be taking showers or baths or whatever you want to call them with wipes, so it doesn't really matter. That way they don't have to redo all the wiring. I also have my thing to put contacts on, my glasses, and some eye drops. My eyes have been getting really dry due to so much content creation, which is not so good. I need to pay attention to that. And my contact solution, so I have that as well. Over here I have some girly stuff, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It passed already, but just in case I'm gonna have it. I have my sweater. It's big, that way if I'm cold and they need an IV, I can just lift it up. And I believe that's all I need. I will be taking my computer, my chargers, and my headphones as well. This charges your headphones, your watch, and then your phone. So I'll be taking that as well. Yeah, guys, I think that's it for now. And then, of course, my shoes. I'm going to be ready with all that to go. So I'll see you the morning of when I head out to the hospital. All right, see y'all later. Bye.